Hey everybody, welcome back. So we got a JoJo character today, Caesar Zeppeli. So, yeah, cool character. Requested a few times, so let's go. Landscape page. Use a pencil. Usually, I recommend using a pencil. Always, I recommend using a pencil. You can erase your mistakes, and you can always go over it with a marker afterwards. Sketch it out. Take your time. And then ink. That's the way you should do it. So we're along the center line just here for his eyes, right? And we're going to start with those sort of JoJo eyes that are kind of just in the first part of JoJo. I don't think they're in any others, but anyway, enough talk. Let's go. So we go diagonal first, and then we bring it back like so. Okay, so kind of like a long sort of curving sort of line up like that. Okay, like so, and then eyelid, the bottom eyelid sort of comes down from there like that, and then curves underneath like so, and then down into here. So that's the kind of shape. Very unusual kind of shape, but that's what we're going for. And he also has a layer of eyelashes that aren't connected to his eye, bizarrely enough. So curves down here, line like that, and then little eyelashes sticking off, about 5 or 6. 5 is what I can fit anyway. So real sort of like kind of Egyptian looking or something. That's what it reminds me of. Particular kind of eye shape. And then his iris, so it's half circle, sort of cut off by his eyelid, so it just curves around up into there. Okay, and Zeppeli will have, sometimes he has a pupil and a line underneath, but it's kind of hard to see, so we'll just put the pupil in sort of here, and in JoJo style you can do a highlight there and maybe like another small one down there. Okay, so then he's got like big eyebrows in between his eyes and stuff. So what do we do? Yeah, well, we might as well do the eyebrow first because they're fairly big, prominent things in the middle of his head. So the first one, sort of here, right? Really big. Got a point just there like that, and it curves right up and touches his top of his eye just there, and then it goes real high up and arches down this way. Okay, and the other side, a little bit hairy, a few spikes just there, and then it'll go this way like that, and it goes underneath his headband, right? So he's got a headband on, but we'll draw it in and we can rub it out if we've gone too far afterwards. So we'll just go, we can erase it. We'll go about down to here, and then it's kind of square at the end. Just there, maybe with some lines. But he got some hair and stuff. This, we mightn't keep this part because it goes underneath his headband, okay? Just so you know. But we'll see how we go. We might keep it. And then his eyelid line, just there. And like a wrinkle or something there. And then he's another eye line just in here. Okay, so his other eye, pretty much the exact same mirror image. And JoJo characters usually are in pretty much proportion. So the width of his eye here, not to the big line at the end, it's from his tear duct to just this line in here. That's about the distance you want to do in between his eyes, okay? So his other eye will start just about here. And you do a diagonal line up like that. Now remember, you just want that distance. You want to be able to fit an eye inside here, in between his two tear ducts, okay? And then you do the same eye again. Down like that. And it kind of ticks up a little bit at the end. They don't have to be exactly symmetrical. They normally aren't in humans anyway. So that's his top eyelid, and then it comes down the back, like so. Curves around again, down into his tear duct into there. Okay, and then iris, half circle. And then with a pupil, just in like the center here. And you can add a highlight if you like, or two. In classic JoJo sort of style eyes. And then those eyelashes that aren't attached to his actual eyelid, carved down here, and there's like 4, 5 or 6 just sticking off there. We do a big bushy eyebrow again, so like curves right up towards his eye, spikes up here, hairy sort of thing like that, curves up like so. Down around the other side, pretty much the same as this side. Got a bit of a square edge. And we'll draw it in, but it probably goes underneath his headband as well here, with some lines just on the end. Then his eyelid line curves down like so. And a kind of a frown in here for his nose, the bridge of his nose. And he also has a bit of a frown line there, and something like there. Okay, so that's his eyes, pretty much. So then his nose, right. So we've a diagonal line on the left, just there. And we've got like an arrow sort of pointing down, or a V, just there. And then this goes back up, like so. Maybe with some like hatching lines just on the top. So it looks like a tiny nose, but we got to add more. So he's got like a shadow section underneath, right? And it's like a letter M, a capital M, right? So it goes up, down, like that, right? So letter M. And then there's nostril lines in there. So like there's these S's, these snaking sort of lines, right? So it curves around like that. Curves around like that. But JoJo characters have like real big features, right? So we're just going to make these a little bit longer. But curves down like so. Curves down like that, okay? So I know it's a bit complicated, but that's the way it is in your picture. And there's actually some lines back here as well. Okay, so his mouth. Right, so we've got that right underneath his nose. We've got that Cupid's, what's it called? Cupid's bow or something. It's that bump that's on the top of your lip. It's like this kind of thing. Goes down, back up, slightly around like that. Okay, that's like what's on his top lip. And then the middle of his mouth, right? So it's like a stretched out letter M. So it like goes up, down, V in the center, curves down and around, like so. So that's where his top and bottom lip meet, right? And then his bottom lip, just here, curving, up and down like this, and we've got like a bit of a shadow down here in this style of JoJo, right? There's like these sort of spikes, it looks like, that stick down. Something like that. And just for his top lip, right, you can just see a little sort of V here. Some lines coming down. You could draw the whole top lip if you want. Will we? Won't we? Let's chance it and see what happens. So, curves down. So yeah, that looks okay. And like the width of his mouth usually lines up just sort of with the inside of a character's eyes, just here. You know? You don't want to go too much further than that. Right, so then his chin. So real square JoJo masculine chin. So like there. Okay. You can check your proportions now. So the eyes to the bottom of the nose is about the same as the bottom of the nose to the chin. So like this distance is about the same as this distance. Okay, and then bottom lip is halfway between nose and chin. So here to here is about the same as here to here. So to this sort of area of his nose, right, to his bottom lip is about the same as bottom lip to chin. With this line, because his nose is so big, we gotta like separate it. So here to bottom lip to chin. Okay, and nose is halfway between eyes and chin. So here is halfway. Here to here, same. It's here to here. Okay, that's approximate, doesn't have to be exact. So then we'll do his jaw up the other side. So then just around the edge of his eye line there and about mouth level, that's where you want to turn the corner. Go up like so, okay? Turning up the side of his head. Like that. And his jaws go into his ears. They're like part of his ears. And you do the same thing on the other side. Like so. And then we have a sideburn, like a spike here, spike similar sort of thing somewhere here. And then an ear, both sides, so around like so. That kind of shape. And the other ear, similar sort of shape, kind of like so, down towards the lobe. So you'll notice the earlobe sort of lines up with the nose, and the top of the ear lines up with sort of the big bushy part of his ear, his eyebrows there. And then some bones and ligament lines just inside his ear, these sort of wavy sort of things, like this kind of stuff. You don't have to do too much of that. People don't really look at the ears that much. And different animes and mangas have more or less detail, depending on how the artists feel. Okay, so he's got loads of hair spikes, right? Fringe spikes coming down from behind the headband. So we'll do the hair spikes first. So one here. Up like so. Goes in like that. Okay, and we can rub out that line, erase it. And then another smaller one. Like so. Hook, more of a hook-like one. Back up, like so. And it curves down. In behind the headband. We leave a bit of a gap, and then the next one. This one goes right down on his nose. So right down to there. Then it curves back up. Down around into there. And with some hairlines there like so. And then another one. Curving back up into there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many more couple more. So this one sticks straight up, like that. This one sticks straight up, like so. And another one on this side. There. And smaller one kind of here. Like that. And then another one. There. One more in here. And then we can see the headband just underneath, okay? So kind of goes across the top of his eyebrows, right? So let's see, we'll bring it. So we'll go this way. So like that first, and then across like so. And then we'll go that. And then this one goes across his eyebrow as well. And then kind of comes out this side a little bit. Yeah, and then the rest of his hair goes up behind his ear. And then the top of the headband just goes across here. That. Across there. And then the side of it where the feather sort of sticks out is about here, I think. Like so. Okay, I'll just erase the eyebrow lines. Okay, and we'll give those JoJo sort of cheek lines that they have, you know, those lines that come down, like on this side. Like that. Like so, and with some sort of like hatching lines up here. Like that. Just underneath his eye. Okay, so feathers. So 2 feathers sticking out from the headband. So like coming up here, feathery, like that, up to a spike about the level of his fringe, and then we'll bring it down. So I'm gonna do the same over here. Just sort of feathery lines, little sort of wavy spikes. That's kind of the center gap, I think. Like so. That kind of thing. Just little feathery lines. And then, let's see. So then the rest of his hair. So we could see some small spikes coming down from behind his ear. And then they're going to gradually sort of get bigger as we go up around this way, right? So a bit of a spike there. Another one sticking out here. And then one behind the feather comes out there. And then this one is quite big, so this one will go this way. Down like that. And then another one will come out from there. Go up, down. Then the next one. Go up, off the top of my page there, back in. And they all kind of curve this way. Next one, up, down. And this one's kind of long and wavy, that way. Back in. And another one, real big, goes up this way, down into there. Yeah, this one will go quite long, back into there. And then another small one going behind the feather. So I'll just make a couple of these lines just a bit longer here. Sticking out the side, a couple of smaller ones sticking out the bottom of the feather, and then some that go down behind his ear, just there as well. He's more hair, but they're behind his neck, so we'll go ahead and do his neck then. So his neck, real thick, muscular guy. So neck actually comes out from where his ears join his jaw, just there. So real sort of bodybuilder anatomy, sort of Greek god sort of statue style. And then hair, small sort of hair spikes sticking out from behind his neck. There, like this. Okay, so he's got like a scarf and like big collar on his jacket and stuff. So what to do? I guess we'll do the scarf. So curves down underneath his chin. Okay, like so. And goes up the other side, in behind his jacket, right? So you don't go further than this because he's got big jacket sort of lapels here. So we'll draw them in. So diagonal sort of line like that. Okay, kind of a bit wavy because it's clothing. And then the other side of that will come down like that. So it's like a number 7 or something sticking up. And then the inside of this there. Then the other side. It's like a denim jacket, you know. And then this side sticks out, but some of the scarf, this one doesn't go down as far because some of the scarf covers it. That, and then the other side of the scarf will go in behind his neck. And neck muscles. There. Like so. And maybe an Adam's apple sort of thing going on here as well. So I guess the other side of this jacket then can come down here. And there's like some more clothing lines like that. So the scarf is like wrapped around his neck and then goes off over his shoulder. It's like dangles and goes off this way, right? So we've got a big long line comes down like this. And then it sort of goes back up into here, okay? And then we have a fold line there, another fold line there, just giving it some bumps and weaves and stuff. Right, so this one is going over his shoulder, right, this part of the scarf, so it kind of bumps and folds. So we've got a bump here, like this, and then another bump, like so. and then this curves and then goes down. So this is that section of scarf, okay? And it goes down off the bottom of my page. If you have more room, just curve it down and up, back in up to here somewhere, and then a fold line, bringing it down. Another fold line there somewhere. Maybe another one going that way. So you're bringing your clothing direction this way. So that's the direction it's being pulled. Okay, this way, like so. Then his shoulder, real big, crazy big, wide shoulders. Like, who has shoulders that wide? JoJo characters. Another shoulder going off like this, real big. Again, down off the page there, like that, and maybe his jacket fold line there. And maybe like a fold line here, here. Oh, and his headband has a piece of it coming back from behind his ear, right? So it goes out this way, and like down behind his jacket, and the other side comes out like so, and down to there. And of course they have those coloured triangles on them. But I think, ladies and gentlemen, that is how to draw Caesar Zeppeli from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Hope it was helpful. Thank you for watching. Smash like, and I'll see you in the next video.